Chosen one, Wednesday will be a masterpiece. Please, listen. There are moments in life when time itself feels different, when the air feels charged with a quiet power, and you can sense that something unseen is moving in your favor. Wednesday carries that energy. It's not just another day. It's the day that was divinely painted with purpose. It's the day when the threads of your past, the lessons of your journey, and the faith of your spirit come together to form something extraordinary. A masterpiece. You've walked through chapters that felt incomplete. You've endured seasons that made no sense. You've held faith even when the pieces didn't fit. But what you didn't see was how every broken part, every delay, every silent moment was being arranged by divine hands. The Creator has been painting behind the scenes, and on Wednesday, the canvas of your life reveals its brilliance. Nothing was wasted. Every color, every shade, every detail had meaning. This is not about coincidence. This is divine coordination. The universe has reached a moment of alignment, where your energy finally matches your destiny. You may have thought you were forgotten, but you were being refined. You may have felt delayed, but you were being developed. The divine does not rush creation, it perfects it. And this Wednesday, you will see what perfection in divine timing looks like. The masterpiece isn't something external, it's you. You have become the living work of art that the universe has been shaping, molded by faith, colored by grace, and framed by endurance. Every experience was a brushstroke. Every challenge was a layer of depth. Every victory, no matter how small, added light to your canvas. And now, heaven is stepping back, smiling, saying, "It's ready." What's coming is not random. It's the unveiling of everything you've been preparing for without even realizing it. This Wednesday holds energy that activates completion. It's when unfinished stories receive their closure, unspoken prayers receive their answer, and unseen seeds break through the soil. This is the day when heaven shows you why you had to wait. You'll feel it before you see it. A calm will settle in your spirit. A knowing will awaken within you. It will feel like something inside you finally clicks, like your soul exhales after holding its breath for too long. That feeling is recognition. You're recognizing alignment. You're sensing divine order. You won't have to force anything. The masterpiece doesn't fight to be seen. It simply reveals itself at the appointed time. And that appointed time is now. This is your moment to rise in grace. Not in noise, not in striving, but in stillness. Because masterpieces are not created through chaos, they're born from clarity. And you, chosen one, have reached a level of clarity that the universe cannot ignore. This Wednesday will bring forward something you've been carrying silently, a vision, a dream, a desire, a divine promise. It's not new to you. It's been growing inside you, quietly evolving as you evolved. But now, the environment, the energy, and the timing have all aligned for its expression. The divine never wastes growth. Everything you've been through has expanded your capacity to receive this. The masterpiece you're stepping into isn't just about beauty. It's about balance. It's when your inner world finally matches your outer experience, where peace replaces panic, where faith replaces fear, where flow replaces force. The divine is merging your preparation with your purpose. And that convergence is what makes miracles visible. When heaven calls a day a masterpiece, it means that nothing is missing, nothing is broken, and nothing is wasted. It means that everything serves a purpose. The tears, the trials, the triumphs, all of it becomes sacred material in the creation of your destiny. So, as this day approaches, don't just wait for something to happen. Prepare to recognize it. Miracles don't always appear as fireworks. Sometimes they appear as a conversation, a message, a sudden sense of peace that reminds you you're exactly where you need to be. This Wednesday, divine order will begin to unfold in visible ways. You'll see small signs, synchronicities, confirmations, repeated numbers, unexpected blessings. These are not random. They are heaven's fingerprints, marking the masterpiece as complete. The energy will feel different, lighter, smoother, more magnetic. You'll notice how easily things begin to move in your favor. Doors that were once closed will quietly open. Delays will dissolve. Answers will arrive. Not because you chased them, but because you aligned with them. This is the secret of divine timing. It rewards alignment, not effort. The moment you stop forcing and start flowing, creation accelerates. And that is what Wednesday represents, the acceleration of everything that belongs to you. Chosen one, you are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are right on time. The divine has been crafting this moment with precision, and now the masterpiece of your life is ready to be revealed. And as it unfolds, it will not just bless you, it will inspire others. Your story will become someone else's hope. Your light will awaken faith in those still walking through their own night. Because that's what divine masterpieces do. They don't just exist, they elevate. So breathe deeply, trust completely, and walk boldly. The masterpiece is not coming, it's already here. When you step into this energy, chosen one, you're not just watching a day unfold, you're entering a divine appointment. You're walking into a timeline that was crafted specifically for your breakthrough. This Wednesday is not just a date on the calendar. It's a frequency, a vibration of divine synchronization calling your name. It's a portal through which destiny flows freely. And as you prepare your heart, watch this message until the very end, because energy travels through attention. The longer you stay in this vibration, the more your spirit aligns with it. When you've finished, write your warmest wishes in the comments. Speak them with clarity, with confidence, and with faith. End your message with 144, the number of divine alignment and creation energy. Doing this sends a ripple through the universe, signaling that you're ready for your wishes to manifest, that you're ready to participate in the masterpiece that heaven is unveiling for you. Chosen one, show your light by liking this video and subscribe to the channel, and let's step into this together. Now, listen closely. What's happening isn't ordinary. This is the season where the unseen becomes seen, where promises take form, and where delay transforms into divine delivery. You've been patient. You've been consistent. And most importantly, you've stayed faithful. Even when nothing around you made sense, you held on to hope. That's why this masterpiece energy belongs to you. Because masterpieces aren't built in haste. They're built through trust. Every moment that once felt stagnant was secretly sacred. You were being prepared, not punished. The delays you experienced were not signs of abandonment, they were acts of divine protection. The universe was not saying no, it was saying not yet. It was aligning the right people, the right opportunities, and the right timing, so that everything would meet perfectly. Not halfway, but fully. This is what makes Wednesday monumental. It's the meeting point of faith and fulfillment. It's the moment where heaven's timing and your preparation finally intersect. And when that happens, things move fast. You might wake up and feel a lightness you haven't felt in years. You might look around and see small shifts happening instantly, people reaching out, opportunities reappearing, doors unlocking. Don't doubt these moments. They are divine markers that something bigger is unfolding. It's essential to stay grounded during this energy. Masterpieces aren't rushed. They're revealed one layer at a time. So, as this day unfolds, be patient with what appears and what doesn't. Some miracles arrive quietly, through peace and understanding, while others come like thunder, loud, undeniable, and world-changing. But all are divine. And this is where your perception matters. The universe responds to your awareness. When you expect miracles, you magnetize them. When you prepare your space for abundance, abundance fills it. When you operate from gratitude, the divine multiplies what you hold. Gratitude is the brush that completes the masterpiece. Remember, chosen one, the energy of this day isn't just about what's happening outside. It's about what's awakening within. You are being reminded of your creative power, your divine inheritance, your ability to co-create reality. Everything in your past has been a rehearsal for this expression of mastery. The universe has seen your resilience, your quiet strength, your decision to believe even when no evidence existed. And now, it's responding. You will notice that you're more sensitive to energy than usual. The things that drain you will reveal themselves quickly. The people who align with your purpose will show up effortlessly. This is part of the refinement process. When the masterpiece nears completion, everything irrelevant falls away. Don't resist this. Don't mourn what's leaving. It's making space for what belongs. And you'll start to feel a rhythm, an internal knowing that everything is orchestrated perfectly, that nothing is random, that everything serves the masterpiece you are stepping into. Even the challenges that might still appear are simply brushstrokes, necessary contrast to reveal the full beauty of the painting. Divine timing has never failed you. It may have tested you, but it never betrayed you. And now, you are witnessing why you had to wait. This Wednesday will not only reveal results, it will reveal identity. You'll begin to understand why you were chosen, why you had to go through isolation, why you had to lose what you thought you needed. You were never being reduced. You were being refined. What's about to emerge from this energy is not a small blessing. It's a complete unveiling. A divine unveiling of who you truly are. Someone capable of embodying peace, wealth, wisdom, and purpose simultaneously. This is not the beginning of your story. This is the moment your story starts making sense. You'll feel a quiet authority within you, a confidence that doesn't need to shout. That's the energy of mastery. That's the vibration of completion. It's when the student realizes they've become the artist. So when Wednesday comes, don't chase, align. Don't force, flow. Don't doubt, declare. Say to yourself, "This day is my masterpiece, and I am ready to witness the divine beauty of my becoming." Because once the masterpiece is revealed, there's no going back to fragments. You've outgrown uncertainty. You've graduated from waiting. You're walking into fulfillment. Chosen one, when the masterpiece begins to reveal itself, you'll know it instantly, not through sight, but through sensation. Something within you will shift quietly, profoundly. It won't feel forced or dramatic. It will feel like coming home. You will sense a divine alignment that cannot be explained, only felt. It will feel like the universe has exhaled with you. You'll look around and notice how effortlessly things start to move. What used to drain your energy now fuels you. What once seemed complicated will suddenly feel simple. People who once resisted your energy will begin to recognize your light. The delays that once frustrated you will reveal their purpose. It's not because anything outside of you has magically changed, it's because you have. You've stepped into the frequency where divine flow becomes your default. That's the power of this moment. It's not luck, it's design, it's not coincidence, it's confirmation. You've been walking in preparation, and now you're entering manifestation. Everything that was scattered is coming together, and the masterpiece is taking form. There will be a moment this Wednesday when something subtle happens, a conversation, a message, a sign, that feels like divine timing incarnate. It won't just be a coincidence, it will be a reflection of the universe whispering, "See? I told you I was working on it." You might feel an overwhelming wave of emotion, not sadness, but sacred release. Tears may fall not from pain, but from peace. This is your spirit recognizing divine orchestration. It's your soul acknowledging the invisible hands that have carried you through every dark night and every long wait. The masterpiece is not just about what appears, it's about what awakens. This is the difference between surface success and divine success. The world measures achievement by what you gain. Heaven measures it by what you become. And chosen one, you have become the masterpiece itself. Your energy now speaks before your words do. Your presence changes the atmosphere without effort. You don't chase blessings, you attract them, because you are the blessing. Don't be surprised if Wednesday brings a moment that seems small, but carries deep meaning. The divine loves to speak in whispers. A stranger's kindness, a message you stumble upon, an opportunity that suddenly reappears. These are not random. They are confirmations that your path has been divinely prepared. And as you move through the day, pay attention to your environment. The energy will feel alive, responsive, almost electric. You'll notice that the things you think about manifest faster. The emotions you carry influence everything around you. That's because your vibration has reached the frequency of divine responsiveness. You're no longer waiting for the universe to act. The universe is now responding directly to your energy. This is why you must guard your thoughts carefully. A masterpiece requires focus. Don't dwell on what's missing. Celebrate what's moving. Don't feed fear. Nurture faith. Because in this energy, everything multiplies. The divine will mirror whatever you hold. If you hold gratitude, it will expand it. If you hold trust, it will accelerate it. You've entered the point where faith turns into evidence. This is what the divine calls overflow. The moment when your preparation meets your purpose and your purpose meets your power. It's not just a blessing, it's a turning point. A shift so complete that you'll never again see life the same way. And chosen one, the beauty of this transformation is that it doesn't need to be loud. True masterpieces rarely are. They don't need attention. They command it simply by existing. You will find that your peace speaks louder than your opinions. Your grace will outshine your need to explain. Your energy will become your introduction. When people encounter you now, they won't fully understand why they feel lighter, inspired, or calmer. But you will. It's because your frequency has changed. You've become a reflection of divine flow, and everything that's still trapped in chaos will either rise to meet you or fall away. Don't fear what falls away this week. Not everyone is meant to witness this version of you. Some were lessons, others were catalysts. But those who are meant to stay will recognize your energy immediately. They'll feel it like music, familiar, magnetic, sacred. These are your divine connections, the ones who move in alignment, not agenda. Wednesday's masterpiece energy isn't about perfection. It's about harmony. It's when all the separate parts of your journey start singing the same song. The pain, the patience, the persistence, all of it begins to harmonize into something beautiful, something purposeful. And as this harmony unfolds, you'll realize the masterpiece was never about waiting for something to happen. It was about becoming the kind of soul who could see that it already is happening. The divine never paints with mistakes. Every shadow has meaning. Every delay has depth. Every heartbreak carried a hidden lesson that shaped your compassion, your vision, your strength. And now that you've seen it all, you're ready to see clearly. This clarity will feel like freedom. Freedom from anxiety. Freedom from overthinking. Freedom from scarcity. It's not that problems disappear. It's that they no longer define you. Because you've remembered your power, the power to create, to call forth, to magnetize. The divine masterpiece of your life is not unfolding somewhere far away. It's unfolding right now, in real time, through every breath, every choice, every heartbeat that says, I trust the timing of my life. This is the art of divine living, not striving to reach the miracle, but realizing that you are already living inside of one. Chosen one, by the time Wednesday unfolds in its fullness, you'll begin to notice something extraordinary. The outer world will start reflecting the transformation that has already taken place inside of you. You won't have to search for signs. Signs will search for you. You won't need to chase confirmation. It will meet you exactly where you stand. Because divine alignment does not operate through effort. It operates through resonance. When you rise on that morning, pay attention to how different the air feels. There will be a lightness in your spirit, a quiet excitement, as if the universe itself is whispering, "Today is the day." This is not imagination, it's vibration. You are tuned into a higher frequency, and everything that vibrates at that same level will begin to appear. It could come as a message that carries good news. It could appear through a long-awaited opportunity that finally arrives. It could even show itself through something small, yet deeply symbolic. A number sequence, a song lyric, a divine synchronicity that feels too precise to be random. Whatever form it takes, trust it. The divine does not speak through coincidence. It speaks through confirmation. This is the essence of a masterpiece. The harmony between seen and unseen, between effort and grace, between time and timelessness. What's happening is not merely a blessing, it's a rearrangement. The divine is shifting circumstances, people, and possibilities to fit the new energetic design you now embody. You've graduated from waiting for miracles to living as one. That's why things will start aligning faster. You've cleared old patterns that blocked flow, the doubt, the impatience, the fear, and now energy can move freely through you. What once felt stuck will suddenly find motion. What once felt heavy will now feel light. This is when divine repayment begins. Every delay, every disappointment, every silent night of faith that went unnoticed, none of it was forgotten. The universe keeps perfect accounts. And now, The return is being released. The energy you invested in trust, in healing, in choosing peace when chaos surrounded you, it's all coming back, multiplied. This is not just financial. It's spiritual wealth, emotional abundance, creative overflow. People will begin to recognize your energy before they even know your story. Doors that once required knocking will swing open before you arrive. Opportunities that seemed out of reach will suddenly call your name. Because when divine timing activates, the laws of limitation bend to your favor. And when it begins, don't be surprised if you feel both excitement and stillness at the same time. This is balance, the recognition that you no longer have to strive for what's already yours. The masterpiece is revealing itself layer by layer, and all you have to do is stay aligned with its rhythm. You'll start to see evidence of the shift in practical ways. A sudden financial opening, a collaboration that aligns perfectly, a message from someone who once overlooked you. Don't underestimate any of these things. Each one is part of the masterpiece. Proof that your energy is now magnetizing what matches your purpose. And here's something divine about masterpieces. They don't compete. They complete. You'll notice jealousy around you dissolve because your success doesn't threaten anyone. It inspires them. You're not rising above others. You're rising for others. You're showing what alignment looks like, what faith in motion feels like. The divine doesn't just want you to receive blessings, it wants you to represent them. You are becoming a living example of overflow. Your calm will attract abundance. Your consistency will magnetize stability. Your belief will turn into breakthrough. And when you start to see these things happen, remember, this is not luck. It's the result of spiritual precision. Heaven has always known the right time to release what's yours. It waited until you could hold it without losing yourself. That's why the blessings are arriving now, because your soul is finally strong enough to sustain them. Don't shrink when the blessings appear. You've earned them through grace, patience, and surrender. Receive them fully. Accept them as confirmation that you are aligned with divine design. You're not taking, you're receiving. You're not reaching, you're resonating. As this masterpiece reveals itself, the old version of you may try to reappear, the one that doubts, fears, or overthinks. Don't fight it. Simply observe it. Thank it for getting you here and let it go. You're no longer defined by lack or limitation. You've stepped into embodiment, and embodiment doesn't question, it knows. This is what the divine meant when it said, "Be still and watch." Stillness doesn't mean inactivity. It means trust. Trust that every detail is unfolding exactly as it should. Trust that every moment carries divine intelligence. Trust that the masterpiece was never incomplete. It was simply being perfected. By now, your reality will start to mirror your inner peace. Relationships that used to challenge you will soften. Communication will become clearer. Money will begin to flow more easily, not because you forced it, but because you stopped fearing it. The divine flow is returning you to natural abundance, the state where giving and receiving are the same sacred act. And in this peace, you'll start to feel something even deeper. Gratitude that transcends reason. Gratitude for the pain that prepared you. Gratitude for the waiting that refined you. Gratitude for the faith that carried you. Because without those moments, this masterpiece wouldn't shine as brightly. Wednesday will remind you that the divine never paints with waste. Even the darkest shades in your story were necessary to create contrast for the light. Every closed door made the open one more meaningful. Every delay gave the blessing more depth. Every heartbreak shaped the compassion that now magnetizes your abundance. So, chosen one, when this day arrives, don't just watch. Witness. Don't just receive. Recognize. Because the masterpiece of your life is no longer in progress. It's revealing itself, and you are standing right in the middle of it. Chosen one, once the masterpiece begins to unfold, your greatest task will not be to chase it. It will be to hold it. Because divine blessings are not a race to catch, they're a rhythm to maintain. The energy that created this miracle must be honored, not hurried. You are not at the end of a journey. You are at the beginning of a new vibration. The temptation after receiving something beautiful is to doubt it, to question whether it's real, whether it will last, whether you deserve it. But this time, you must resist the urge to sabotage what you've prayed for. The masterpiece didn't arrive to test your worth. It arrived to reveal it. You didn't stumble into this alignment. You became it. This is the moment to protect your peace like sacred ground. Because once the light begins to shine, distractions will try to return. They'll whisper old stories, stir up old insecurities, or remind you of past failures. But those echoes no longer belong to your frequency. You've outgrown the noise. Stay where the peace is. That's your compass now. If something drains your energy, it's no longer meant to stay. If something brings you calm, it's confirmation that it's aligned. The divine masterpiece is self-sustaining. It continues to evolve as long as you remain centered in trust. You will begin to notice that your relationship with time feels different. Things that once took months will now manifest effortlessly. The flow of creation has accelerated because your energy no longer resists it. You've stopped questioning how and started trusting when. And when you trust divine timing, everything aligns faster. That's what overflow really is. It's not about excess, it's about ease. It's when life starts responding to your belief instead of your fear. It's when you walk into rooms that used to intimidate you and feel a sense of belonging. It's when you stop chasing validation because your vibration speaks louder than words. You'll begin to feel a deep sense of gratitude, not just for what's appearing, but for what's leaving. The divine knows what must stay and what must dissolve. Don't hold on to what no longer matches your vibration. It will only weigh you down. Bless it, release it, and make room for expansion. Because the masterpiece of your life is still being painted. Every day, every choice, every surrender adds new color to it. You may start receiving sudden inspirations, ideas that feel divinely downloaded. Don't dismiss them. Write them down. These are not random thoughts. They're divine instructions. The universe speaks through intuition. And now that you've elevated your frequency, its messages come clearer than ever. The next chapter of your purpose will reveal itself through these quiet nudges. And as you create, remember, you are not creating alone. You are co-creating with divine intelligence. You're not pushing things into existence. You're allowing them to emerge through alignment. This is the way of the chosen. This is how masterpieces sustain themselves through partnership with the infinite. You'll also notice your energy influencing others without you trying. People will come to you for clarity, for calm, for understanding. Not because you preach, but because your peace teaches. You've become a mirror of divine stability. Your very presence is medicine for those still living in chaos. This is part of your purpose, to embody what divine alignment looks like. to remind others of their own power through your example. You are not here to convince anyone. You are here to become the evidence that miracles are real. That patience pays off. That faith manifests. That peace produces abundance. But chosen one, with greater light, comes greater awareness. The divine will now heighten your sensitivity to what no longer serves your path. You'll feel it immediately when something isn't right, an environment that feels off, a conversation that drains, a habit that lowers your vibration. Don't ignore those signals. Your energy has become precise, and your discernment has become sacred. Every time you choose peace over reaction, you reinforce your alignment. Every time you choose gratitude over worry, you expand your capacity to receive. Every time you choose to trust instead of control, you open new portals of flow. This is how divine abundance sustains itself, through conscious awareness and spiritual discipline. And soon, you'll realize something powerful. You no longer pray for miracles. You live as one. Your existence itself becomes a continuous prayer of gratitude. Miracles will no longer surprise you. They'll recognize you, because you've become their reflection.